What is good? Yeah. Tonight we'll never. This filter might be ruined now. Please. Too saucy. Let's go. That's all from here. On the fast card and that's hard. sensible. I'm not gonna cry no more. Gonna cry no more. Oh, I feel like I've been on this filter for an hour and nothing's popped up. And them boys pray to the Lord. I don't know what filter I should use because I've been on this thing for like 30 to 40 minutes and nothing's popped up yet. But don't wanna cry no more. Let's look at the snipe filter video. See if anything comes up. Bow, do, do. Bitchin' ain't even my birthday, but I can ball if I want to. Bow.
Season rewind players aren't gonna have too much value, but I can show you guys a quick little filter that might make it a little bit better. 54K. Was to do the season rewind packs. Now, obviously, the season rewind players aren't gonna have too much value, but I can show you guys a quick little filter that might make it a little bit better. But I think the packs kind of ruined it. Like, this filters might be ruined because of the packs. Basically, you'd want to go season rewind, but yeah, between the TTO board cards and the CTO board cards and these packs today, all these cards have dropped in price. So you can't even use this filter anymore to get these for cheap. This filter used to be really good, but man, yeah, it's not even worth it anymore, so I wouldn't recommend that. I'd recommend going with these filters, obviously. Same thing, I keep getting decent stuff out of these. Like, yeah. Dark matter being posted free matters. but it's not impossible when you have a long run. But like right now, if you get on like right as I post this, like this is a perfect time to be using this filter. Another one that I kept talking about in my videos, but I never really tested it out, and it's got potential. I didn't land anything on it, but I also didn't spend as much time that I did on that Point Guard Central. So we want to do Dark Matter Center. The length of scroll obviously matters, but it's not impossible when you have a long run. But like right now, if you get on like right as I post this, like this is a perfect time to be using this filter. Another
this filter
one
is
that
buns.
I kept talking about in my videos, but I never really tested it out, and it's got potential. I didn't land anything on it, but I also didn't spend as much time that I did on that Point Guard Central. So we want to do Dark Matter Center, and then team is the Lakers, and you just want to set up the filter just like you always do. And right now it's pretty perfect. Once these two cards end, or even now to be honest, you can bring down this so you can see maybe even more snipes. But then there's just tons of shacks, so I don't know if you want to add more cards to the scroll for no reason, but in the end it's really up to you.
Try this.
So yeah, that's about 3 filters right there. If you're looking into Dark Matter enabled,
nope, I'm too broke for Dark Matter enabled, so this filter is not working. Down on me.
Epic adventure in a world of warriors.
No. Call a varsity. Dude, nothing's popping up, bro. I'll get until like 4 o'clock. It'd be one thing if you've seen snipes. I was just missing them, but I ain't seen one yet, you know.
Guys, it's easier back with another video. Today we're going to be bringing you a Slack filter video on how to make some MTV before the new season starts. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys I will put it to the filter 600. Those filters, literally anything can pop up. You can almost more than definitely make profit. Literally anything that pops up on this filter will be profit. More than likely, even bronzes, silvers, golds, emeralds, sapphires, rubies, literally anything, more than likely will be profit. At least a little bit of profit. So, it's definitely a good filter for sure. And I have seen dark matters, pink diamonds, rubies, all that sorts of stuff on the 500 filter. So, if you have some patience, sit on here, buy everything you can buy, and it's probably the most budget filter that you can see on this video. Let's go ahead and get into the next filter. We have silvers. This is one of my favorite filters. This is a really good budget filter. It's CH3 silvers. There are cards that ruin this filter, like Austin Rivers, Cole Anthony. But as you guys can see, this Caleb Martin probably, you never know, it might go for some MT. You could look up the cards before they get put up, but I'm going to go ahead and buy that card and see how much he goes for. So he goes for $19.50, so I already made some MT, cool. I'm going to go ahead and put that card up for $1,800 real quick. And boom, I just made some MT just like that. Very, very, very extremely easy. And you just, boom, you put like 800. You don't want to buy these cards like Austin and Cole Anthony. But yeah, some of these cards, some of these silvers, you could buy these two and just enable them. I would probably do that. But if you don't have the MT2, then just sit around and just chill out and just refresh over and over until you see something cool. And then you could also look up the card, and so that, you could guarantee that you make profit. So that card that he didn't sell yet, but he probably will sell. But let me go ahead and get into the next filter. We have diamond. Some diamonds are up right now, like this diamond Giannis. I'm about to sell him soon. He's up a lot, I think. So diamonds discard for $1,500. So people put up cards for about $1,600 and $1,700, and so go for a good amount of MT. Like, you never know. So what I would probably do is put your diamond filter for at least $1,200, so that even if the card doesn't go for much, you can just discard it and make at least $300 MT. I would definitely do that. I've seen a couple diamonds go for like 1K, 1.1. You can definitely scroll around at like this 1,800 range and see like if any of these cards actually go for anything. Is this Air Pass now for 1,800? It really wouldn't be useful. It really isn't. Same with Drew Holiday. I think he's on triple threat boards, so yeah. He's not a snipe. Yeah, he's not a snipe. Another way you can make some MT is you could just bid. Like, you can make your maximum bid like 1,500 and just bid. Let me find one that no one's touched. Yeah, so a lot of people have been touching this filter. Like this Giannis ring, I'm gonna bid. Actually, that one goes for a good amount. I'm gonna go ahead and bid 1,500 on this Tobias Harris. Yeah, or God, actually, there's a good amount of people right now bidding up these cars.
Fuck.
Yeah, okay, well, we're gonna come back to this, or if we don't, then just... And you probably won't get outbid. There we go, that's not a bad one. Taylor Horton Tucker, it's not a bad one. So let me go ahead and get, some unsold, that's okay. We'll go ahead and get the MT back. That's good, that's gonna be the diamond filter. Let me go ahead and show you guys the pink diamond filter. Pink diamonds go for, they quick sell for about 3K, so you can make your buyout about 3K or about 20 2600, so you don't really lose much MT whenever if you do quick sold or if you do put it up, you can make it about 2600 in guaranteed profit. Like you said, it will take some patience to sit on this, but you can see the cheapest $2 is this Michael Bridges, and he is on triple threat boards. And no, he's offline. He's on offline. So, I mean, if this video comes out in time, you guys could play some triple threat on offline and try to get him. I got him a couple times, but yeah, you can definitely. I actually sniped him a good amount. I don't have the clip, but I was like bid sniping. Which I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the next filter is bid sniping. You go ahead and you want to bid at least. So Michael Bridges ain't really a good choice because he doesn't really sell for much, but you can go ahead and bid about 3K 5. Like this Jason Williams, if we get him, I'm gonna bid 3.2K. This one could go for a good amount. And I did get a couple Michael Bridges for like 1,000. Like it was crazy. This Malik Sealy probably ain't for about 30K. Marquis 3K. Because if I get them for 3K, I don't really lose much MT. Like if they don't come for much, I can just quick sell them. So it's really not that bad of a deal. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next filter. That's pretty much the Nikon filter. And we did get 2 Michael Bridges, so I'm gonna hold on to these for just a second. I'm probably gonna put them up, but I mean, we guaranteed made a little bit of profit at least. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to this next filter. This next filter is Galaxy Oval. You guys can make some good steals in here. First, you try to buy them out. So I would make the filter like 4,500, so that if you buy them for 5K or that much, you can quick sell them, make at least about 3C, or if they go for a good amount, then you can sell them extra profit. But the cheapest opal, I believe, is actually they rose in value. Since the painting on since I made my last video. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that card. I don't know. Actually, like Dairy's mom, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy that card. Lopez. Yeah, I don't really know how much more Lopez or Bump 4 is going to start. They are on the board, so I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't really keep the prices up with these guys, but I know these USA guys have frozen value. Whenever I was making my video. But you want to make your filter like 5K and just refresh, because certainly right now the opals are going for 5,900, so if you buy for 5K, you're easily making like 300 MT, 400 MT, so it's not MT for just one snipe, so definitely want to do that. Or you can go ahead and bid them up. There's not that many it's not really the best. Yeah, there's not that many ovals though, but they're not spammed up, so I don't know too much. Yeah, see, they're not really spammed up, so yeah, it's okay. I would only bid about 5.1K minimum on opal, but I mean, it's definitely not bad. Look, we got that Jason Williams, and I'm almost certain that this Jason Williams goes for a good amount of MT. Jason Williams, 4.8, 4.5, 4.3. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this card for 4.3. So we went ahead and made some little bit of MT, so not bad. Alright, let me go ahead and move on to my next filter. This is cheapest dark matter, and I've actually got a couple Chris Middletons on here. I've seen a couple of them for 500, so currently the cheapest dark matter I believe is like 10,000. Yeah, it might be people. That's not a snipe. Yes. It goes for about 10K. So you want filter like that might be deep look. But that's not a snipe. Yeah, it's not a snipe. It goes for about 10K. So you lower the higher chance of you make a profit and do the bid. Bid snipe, just bid on them. Just my hoe. I'm gonna go ahead and get MT back from that. Come on, how much is it? About MT and actually, we're gonna let that one go. Value, then you know what to do. With the new Yao Ming impacts and Tracy McGrady, this one's not a bad one. You go dark matter. You're gonna go dark matter. Rockets. Hold up, where's rockets? This is a hidden filter right here. This is a nice filter. Rockets. Watch. Here's what you can see on this filter. Yao, Tracy, I think James Harden. You want to ignore that Kevin Porter. Hold on, let's see what is the buyout. See, there's not even that many cards, so it's not going to be that hard. And most of these aren't even going for 100K, so yeah, you're not going to see, most of the time you're probably never going to see them, but you sit right here and just scroll. You can see James Harden, Yao, and T-Mac. Lots of cards, a good filter right here, because if you see Yao, you're in business. Use all of them filters I gave you above to get, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to this next filter, but that one's such a good one. So since DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker, and I believe Dark Matter Suns, and then you want to see how much the most expensive one goes for. So it's like Devin Booker really don't go for. Oh, okay, that's a little snipe, but not really, not too crazy, not in the pool. Okay, so what you want to do here is basically just work it. So you want to probably make your thing so that you can get Devin Booker and DeAndre, and you want DeAndre, but Devin Booker will suffice. You will make MT, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Dark Matter Bucks. What you can get on here is you could either get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and let me enable Chris Middleton. You could either get Kareem, Giannis, Vaughn, this other Kareem, and it doesn't look like there's that many cards up right now. So, but you might have to enable this Galaxy Opal Radioactive Kareem along with Chris Middleton, but it really depends on the time of day. You could go ahead and make it 100K, 500, and just scroll. But the thing is, though, is what you could do is, since Giannis is on here, you could just make it, hold up, you could just go on the Giannis filter. But what you could do is, if you want to attempt to get both, you're just going to have to scroll. Yeah, you're just going to have to scroll. There's really, but you want to do basically same thing. That's not a snipe. That's not a snipe. But what you can see on this filter is you can see Will Chamberlain. You can see Invincible Kobe. I don't know how you would see that, but you can see that. You can see Invincible Shaq, which that would be W. I mean, this one's not really the worst filter. It's just center Lakers. This one's not the worst. You don't want to buy Kuzma. Kuzma is... Nah, I mean, you could try to get LeBron. I think Invincible LeBron is like a Cavs, so... Yeah, I think I would stay on center. I think your best bet is to try to get Will or Shaq. So you just... And then you could actually, let me remove that. I'm sorry, I paid center. Fan favorite spawn is a little bit iffy. Katie, but I like Bobo. But you just want to scroll on here, man. Just scroll. It's only like 3-4 cards, or if you want to buy this Anthony Edwards, it's not that much. And you could definitely get some god tier cards on here. Invincible Michael Porter. mean, like something crazy on here. That's a really good filter. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the last two filters. I'm gonna show you the LeBron James filter. Basically, LeBron James. You can get this one, Invincible. I would stay away from fan favorites. Or is the Invincible? Yeah, here it is. Just refresh. Just refresh. LeBron James Dark Matter. If you see the Invincible, let me know. But you can make some MT on here too. You just need 100. You don't even need 100K, but realistically, you need about 100,000 MT for this filter. Another decent filter, or I mean not decent, it's hard. It's the Giannis filter. 2 Giannis's in the game. Easily go for both profit. Same thing, just refresh over and over and over. And yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. And send me any snipes that you got, even if they're budget snipes.
Asked a bunch about you tuning everything out, you tuning Connor out, not paying attention to it. But what about, like, do you have to have a conversation with the family and people around you to say, hey, listen, a lot of stuff's going to come out, but just ignore it, don't pay attention to it, because other people might have a more difficult time?
Yeah, with my wife yesterday.
Yeah. Thug Wife, by the way. That's the new nickname.
Yeah. My husband, or am I her wife?
No, my coach, yes, I think, said Thug Wife with a picture of her flipping off Connor.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I mean, though, about, like, other people around you don't.
Well, she was getting worked up, just like the stuff with the charity. But I've been in the spotlight a long time, been fighting UFC, had great performances, mostly. A few ones that didn't go my way. And I just know, like, the fire that comes down with that stuff. So I'm more, you know, equipped to handle all the hate. You know, she's not. So when the charity stuff started happening with Connor and a lot of hate was being thrown, she felt it because she, you know, does so much for the charity. So it kind of started bringing her down. And then with Connor doing this other stuff he just did, like, it was working her up more than it was me, you know. So yeah.
How much more difficult is it, like, when you don't have, like, you have to see your family going through it, you have to watch them because you aren't able to tune it out. You said it was cool, you're chill, but then when you have to, it has to hurt you to have other people.
Yeah. I don't like to see that, man, but I guess that's just, I don't know, I guess that's just where I'm at in my career, in the sport. But, you know, I don't want anybody around me to have to go through stuff like that. But that, man, it's whatever, man. It's social media stuff, you know. That shit's not real. Scratches on the ears, yeah.
Oh my God, the ground and pound. Yeah, right. Yeah, you better have this. No, this is. Alright, check it, my new $100,000 Nyquil McGregor, Sleeping McGregor chain. Thank you, Benny the jeweler.
We got one cabinet each over here of PBS diamonds with a hand-painted enamel of Sleepy McGregor.
Hey, McGregor, you better win tonight, otherwise we're not going to be able to fight, because if you lose, your career is over, and that $50 million offer I gave you won't be on the table anymore. Don't go sleepy. bitch. So did you know that in Taekwondo there is no leg kicks? So throwing a Taekwondo style kick to the leg could damage your bones, and that's why it's only kicks to the body and kicks to the head. Conor McGregor has a Taekwondo kicking style where he's very flexible, and the way that he kicks is awkward, but in Muay Thai where they kick to the legs, there are so many different ways to hit the thigh as well as the calf with your shin or your foot. So, his style of kick kind of damaged himself. Any kick that lands to the face. Easy question. John Anik is the #1 commentator. You gotta stretch like that.
He managed to scramble up to the feet, and you can watch this back on, there's lots of short clips on Instagram, where he throws a leg kick, he moves away, and then he threw a teep, and that was one of the techniques we definitely wanted to apply in this fight. Obviously being southpaw, that liver side is there, so we're looking at the teep in that area. And if you think about it, the way a teep is sort of, I think it actually does mean spheres. It's supposed to go in a kind of a horizontal motion in and out. Whereas
These filters is dead, man.
more like a sort of a karate style technique, flicking from the knee, to start the ball in front of the abdomen, which is a good technique as well. But opposite stance